Alright, lapha ke kahle here, what are we trying to do here? 1, 2, level number of meters and the cost. Kahle here we're trying to call a method. Call a method from the base class. Normally let me say from the parent class. Alright. It also applies to here. Also applies to this one. Okay. So which method do you imagine the CBs are here? Because this statement is call a method from the parent class. Okay. Here we're calling this calc number of letters method and then assigning it to where? To number of letters. Again here we're calling this method to cost. So meaning now number of letters, we have got a value from this method, and then again here cost we have got a value from where? From this method. So if you didn't use the instance normally object ngeke ukwazi access nama attribute nama methods lawa. It's impossible ukuthi ukwazi access. So you need to do in instance ukwazi ukwenza njani ukuba ne access to all attributes and methods that exist in this class. Okay, the use of this object yasiza ukuthi sikwazi ukuba ne access to this method. Then now uma usuthi number of letters and then equal to obj b dot calc number of letters. This is a method now. So okay, what are we doing now here? Lapha sesizama ukuthi ke manje, okay, since now we have got ama values kulama local values, lawa we have local variables. Now we have got values from these from lama methods lawa. So sesifuna ukuthi ke manje ke lama values lawa siwastore somewhere. Sifuna ukuthi siwastore kuphi? Kule text box le lapha kuyilo khunja lethu kwi GUI yethu lazo display khona ama results for the number of liters and the cost futhi again. The cost na mele sifake la. Okay, lapha kulama number of liters bathe mele onke ama results wethu siwa display in 2 decimal places. So that's why since these are the number of liters, this is not an amount, it's not money, it's not just the number of letters. So that's why I say dot to string and then open the bracket, like double quote, inside the double quote and 0.00. Because if you don't put this, izofaka a number as in there with many digits after the comma. Izofaka a number as name after the comma. Why ngisho njalo? Uma ungachecka la ku basic pool ku method yethu lapho ku calc number of letters dividing a number enjani nama digits amaningi after the comma. So even when you come here izokulethela inamba eziningi after the comma. So now sifuna ukuthi ke at least ithathe inamba eziwu2 after the comma. That's why sifake this thing like this. And then lo plus lo is for concatenating. Sifuna ukuthi uma siyithathile le number le lama number of letters and then bese ivule ispace and then bese ifaka leli gama lelo letters. Kahle sifuna ukuconcatenate lezi zinto lezi ukuthi kumele iveze ini nama number of letters ezowathatha ngale kuma methods and then bese izofaka le letters. Okay, now yini kenye esifunayo? Sifuna ukudisplay ini le method le no, sifuna ukudisplay ama results where lama results alapha ke masifuna ukwa display kuphi txt cost something. Okay, let's say cost no, kodwa siwa display apha ama results siwa display ku text boxes txt oh now txt basic pool cost. Okay, dot text equal to yini ke manje sifaka la kahle lo txt basic pool cost dot text is empty currently. So now sifuna ukuthi immediately when the user press the button ikwazi ukuthi ithathe lo cost lo izofaka la kule lokhonjani kulo basic pool cost text box. So now sizolanda exactly this variable sifake la, and then remember this is now money, so the dot to string then open my double quotes and then put capital letter C because this is money, and then semicolon. Lapha senzele ukuthi at least isivezele R for rands and then two numbers after the comma, number 2 digits after the comma. Okay, what else is it dingayo? Okay, for now, for a basic pool we are done. Running a parent class we are done. Izona zinto kumele si display this. So now we need to come back to what? To heated pool. Okay, but for heated pool we need to check if the user selected. We need to check if the user selected what? Lapha kumane kunjani ku combo box. Lapha ku combo box. We need to check our combo box if the user selected what? If the user selected heated pool, because the user needs to select first type of the pool. But if basic pool, there's no need for the user to select that one because that is just basic. Is applicable for everyone. But the heated and salt, the user will just select. Okay, let's go for statement. Okay, user is selector la, it is selector in a heated pool, and then mele ikwazi ukuthi iselect ke manje noma heating type. Okay, so now we need to check those things. Remember ukuthi uselect from the combo box, so we need to check if the user selected what? This thing. Okay, let me go to code. Okay, before siqhubeke senze leyo, I think there is something esikhohliwe. Remember ukuthi la mele si add amalokhunjani la ama type of pools. Iwapha ama type of pools azowaselecta. It's either a heated pool noma it's salt water pool. So mele waselect where here kule combo box. So we need to add the code layer la lapha ku public form 1 ku initialize component. After this then put enter, and then we need to call now igama lani le combo box yethu ukuze sikwazi uku-add lama options lama type of pools. And then igama le combo box bengithi CMB for combo box. This is a short form. CMB, yes, nami liyavela. And then CMB pool type dot velocity dot items then dot add smooth add yini ama items iwaphi lama items esiwa addayo lo heated pool and salt water pool. So now sizoqala ngobani ngo heated pool, and then after this uticom semicolon. Okay, let me copy this because it is the same step, and then press enter, paste this one. Okay, let me remove this heated and put salt water pool. Okay, so now lama options lawa awu2 azokwazi ke manje ukuvela kuphi la uma i-user iclicka la azovela lama options lawa siwabhalile lawa awu2 lo heated pool and salt water pool azokwazi ukuvela. Otherwise if you don't put it like this and then ngeke avele ama options, so i-combo box yakho izoba empty. Remember you need to call the name of the combo box first, and then usuthi dot items dot add, and then uvula ama bracket, put a double quote, and then inside ubhala ini lama items ofuna ukwa adda ofuna avele kuma options wakho we combo box. Okay, now what do we do now? We need to check ukuthi which item the user selected. We need to check if the user select this, the heated pool. Let's siqale ngayo nje, siqale nge-heated pool. Okay, so now let me say here I'm going to say if and then open the bracket, city if cmb if cmb dot selected index, what is it, dot selected index, if cmb dot selected index equal 0, I will explain where does this 0 comes from. Okay, so now okay, let me just copy this to say else if, okay, else, and then we okay, so here let me remove this 0 and put 1. Okay, again chazeke manje kwenzakalani. Low CMP pool type is the name of this combo box. Okay, and then not dot selected index equal to 1 or dot selected index equal 0. So low 0 law represent the first item or a la combo box, and then low 1 lona represents the second option or a combo box yako. So this one in terms of my index is represented by 0, and then this one in terms of my index is represented by 1. So it counts from 0, like my arrays, it counts from 0. Starting from 0, the first option will be counted from the index 0, and then this will be the index 1. Okay, index 0, and this one will be index 1. Okay, so now people will understand what index 0 represent heated pool, and then index 1 will represent what? Salt water pool. Okay, now where are we? Okay, so lapha sidila ngani la? We are dealing with heated pool. And then here we will be dealing with what? With salt water pool. Remember what heated pool is a child class and saltwater pool is another child class. So now here we are just dealing with this child class. So now here we are just checking with if the user selected heated pool. What will happen here? Okay, once the user select this heated pool, here Melispe number option, Melispe is check in food, Melispe is check wuti. Did the user let's check wuti which here let's check wuti pigment heating type I selected, because here also be selected in the heated pool la combo box. Combo box select heated pool, then Melispe futhi check wuti which rad of button I selected, since these are the rad of buttons. Okay, so now here we need to include that again if again, and then if we are checking what now, the rad of buttons which what my types of heating type our selecting. This will be rad. Which one is the first? Okay, rad solar. If rad solar dot sol dot checked, so check to select dot checked, and then after this put the bracket, sorry, must be curly brackets, and then enter. Okay, so la mele return in amount kahle sifuna calculator la, so iyiphi lokunjani lokunjani sizoyi return la. Okay, these are heated pool, right? Yilesi returner is the heating cost. So now we need to call this and put it here. Heating cost equal to, let me check the majority statement said for each heating cost heating cost for solar. If the user selected this one, then the heating cost will be 10,000. Okay, so the heating cost will be 10,000. Then semicolon. Okay, let me copy this and paste here. I'm going to say else if. Now we are checking what if the user selected another rad of button. Okay, else if la rad rad what? Let's check else if the user selected heat pump. Else if the user selected heat pump, what will be the cost? The cost will be 45,000. Okay. The cost will be 45,000. Okay, again let me copy this and check again. Else if the rad of button gives us check yeah, and then nalapha futhi sizoba no else if rad geyser.check, and then kahle kahle here we are checking ukuthi what if in case the user did not click any of these radar buttons. Okay, what if the manje just clicked the last button, the last radar button okugeyser. Okay, and then sekumele ke manje isireturnele ini le cost, le hitting cost ayu 15,000 la kulo hitting cost esudeclareile le phezulu ngenhla. I hope people do remember that the time you declare ipinance here, the time you declare. Okay, so now sifuna ukuthi ke manje immediately when the user checks in kunjani noma select, if the user selects any of these hitting type, and then mele return lama cost lawo. Imbolo ukuthi yonke lento lena mele yenzeke only if the user selected what le heated pool kuphi kule combo box. So i-heated pool manje ku combo box currently is represented ngama index. So kwamanje i-index yale heated lapha kuyilokhu ku combo box. Okay, so now siqedile ke manje ngokufaka le cost yokuthi uma i-user iselect ini, uma i-user izo selector. Okay, let me go to okay, if the user la izo selector a heated pool, and then again mele a select any heating type. So sichekile ke manje lama radar buttons if the user selected the solar or selected heat pump noma selected geyser, and then mele i-add ama cost ahlukile for each heating type. Mele lama cost ahlukile sesikufakile lokho. So now sifuna ukuthi manje bese calculate ini ne heated pool cost, and sicalculate lokho kuphi kwina kunjani kwi class lethu. Calculated the local class le heated pool. We calculated that now calculated, should not calculate the total heating pool cost. Calculating a sabiza any basic cost 30 plus what the prop heating cost. So lela ke manje le remember that currently over manje it contains what 0, but now less okumele si represent ngayiphi ina kunjani la si represent ngobani or heating cost. So lo prop law, this prop heating cost ngale kwi button lethu kwi code under button is represented as what, as heat ngayikhuluma ngomlomo. Okay, but still you need to do everything inside this if statement, inside this if siyenze inside here, because if uzoyenza ngaphandle then izo return u0 the heated pool cost yakho. So now here we need to instantiate now, instantiation, yes. Okay, yiphi ke manje la iniphi class esilibiza la noma yiphi instantiation lesidila ngayo is this class obu heated. So now we are going to call this class which is heated pool, this class, and then create the instance which is obj h to represent heated, then equal to new, and then the name of class, put this bracket. Okay, so manje la since nayo lena sizosebenzisa ini sizosebenzisa yini lento la the parameterized constructors. We're going to use these parameterized constructors here. So sizofaka ama attributes here inside. Okay, ake sicheke ke manje kwi heated pool ukuthi iwaphi ke manje ama lokunjani ama attributes afakiwe la ukuze sifake izinto ezi right, singafaki izinto wrong ezingahlangene. Let's check the class ukuthi lina wapha ama attributes. Okay, lina lawa lino length, ne width, ne depth, and the heating cost. H represent what? The heating cost. So it means nathi mele senze into kanjalo even here mele sibe nama attributes awu4 la. So sizoqala ngaliphi mele siwenze alandelane exactly. So ake sivele sikhopele because inamalo kunjalo afanayo. Let's copy this and put it here, and then comma bese si-add nani nale heating cost. You must make sure ukuthi kuyamesha. Okay, and then outside here it's semicolon. Make sure ukuthi ayamesha malokhu njani, because kungenzeka ukuthi la mhlawumbe ukhulume nge-heating type la, and then futhi maybe bunga-return amount, mhlawumbe u-return igama, and then la bese uzofaka lowo heating type here. Izoba confused, izoba ne-error. Why? Because here kwi-heated pool yakho ufake bani u-heated cost, which is an amount. That's why here i-default value ku-0. So must make sure the data type of these attributes is the same. Even nalapha kulokhu njani, make sure ukuthi this is double. You see, yes, iyasibonisa nala ukuthi this is double. So make sure ukuthi nalapha you return that one. If you don't put this heating cost here, izoba na error ilokhu njani nakho, because here we-heated pool, kuma parameters constructors wakho awu-4. So you must make sure ukuthi even here, when you are instantiating here, your attributes must be exactly the same with this one. It doesn't really necessarily mean ukuthi mele uwabhale exactly ngokwamagama. No, that is not necessary. But make sure ukuthi ngathini ngokulandelana ngokufana. Yes, landelana ngokufana, ungabe usuqala nge-width lapha uze nge-length and then thathi ilokhu njalo. But I think, yeah, but you must make sure ukuthi ukuze unga-confuse izinto. Make sure ukuthi zonke lezi zinto ezidingakalayo uyazifaka lapha kulelo kunjani yakho inside this bracket. Okay, so now what do we do now after this? Okay, enter. Okay, it's right. Okay, so now yini siyenzayo ke la. Okay, so now we need to call the methods. Now we need to call the methods njengoba senzile la. But now we don't need to call a number of letters, because a number of letters they are only for a basic pool. But now sitting a method esiwenze kuphi ku-heated pool. Yiphi method esidingayo? Le method le ezo display in the total heating pool cost. This method. Now remember, you must be careful. The method le is the same with the method with basic. The only difference, you see, basic the only difference is our calculations. With now, this is our new basic cost now, which contains what? The heating cost. So now here we need to do where are we? Okay, we are here. So now here we need to call that method a basic call, but which basic call cost? The basic cost that we created here, the method is in the lab. Okay, so now here in the sitting is to call the method. Why are we calling the method? We need to display the results at the end here. We need to display our results of what? Of the heated pool cost. Here get text box here. Okay, so now let me go to the code. So here lama results la was display happy. So display glow cost law as we declare in along. So display glow cost. So we are using same variable but kuma different classes. Okay. Now last zoti cost. Cost equal to, and now we need to use this object normally instance ukuze sikwazi access exactly the method esifunayo, which is here kuphi heated pool class la ile method esifunayo. So ukuze sikwazi access, we need to use this object. Now after this equal sign, we are going to say obj h. Yes, select this one and then dot calc. The method that you want is calc basic cost, this one, and then put the bracket, and then semicolon. Okay, after this now we have called what? The method. This one we are calling what? We are calling the method here. Calling the method. Now we need to display the results now. Ama results kumele sithathe lento lena le value lena sifaka kuphi kwi text box. This text box nazo display khona ama results. So le text box lena igama layo liqala ngo txt. Ake si check txt. This txt igama layo is txt. Okay, no, this one is not txt something. This one is salt. Not unveiling. Okay, I think we need to check. Okay, let me go and check my ilokunjani with design A2. Ukuthi le gama belibizwa ngani. Click this one and let me check here. It seems like this is a gum. Okay, we'll sort that out. The problem is low. What is happening? Okay, this is a long design. Okay, let us check the manje. Let us box ukuthi igama libhala ukuthini, then click this one, and then check here good name. Okay, so that's why lingaveli, because la ibhala ukuthi text box form, and we're trying to check ukuthi if ibhaleke ukuthi txt. Okay, let us rename this one and call it txt heated pull coast. Then press enter. Okay, let's go back here manje kwi code yethu siyibhale exactly. Okay, let's try now. Let me remove this because see rename again ngendlela right. Let me remove and then txt and see what it. Okay, there you have if now txt heated pull coast this yona lesson for now. Then select this one and then text equal to. Okay, so now here sifuna ukufaka this coast here because this text box is now blank, is empty, it has no value. So now we need to store this value. Sizofaka coast, this coast, and then dot to string dot to string, since this is money. Mele siyenze ibonakale ukuthi imali yase South Africa, amarans. Okay, and then bese inside these small brackets sifake a capital letter C. Alright, masiganjena, and then we need to put semicolon here to end the statement. How? So two semicolon, let me remove one. Okay, so now we are done ngemanje. Sasifakile ne costing le heated pull cost sasifakile kuphi kule text box la. So now what else do we need? We are done ngemanje ngani ngale class lama. We are done ngale class lama lokunjani. Le class le lokunjani, le class le heated, the class of heated pull. Ichal loqala we are done ngayo, and then now we need to check the manje ukuthi what if the user did not select this type of pull. Maybe we select a LEP pull, a salt pull. So that's why we said here else if the combo box type, okay, combo box layer, which is the pull type, dot selected index equal 1. So here we are trying to check if the user selected what salt water pull. So lama index lawo ngwachaza itasebenza kanjani. So now okay, izongena here inside now. We are going to say if the user selected index 1, then now I'm going to call what ilokunjani. Remember ukuthi ayikho fula siphe formula lapha kule class leli, it's only to call method in any instantiation. So la into oqala lesiyenza is to instantiation, and then bese sibize igama lani lale salt water pool. Libhalwe kanjani? Okay, salt water pool. Let me write it. It's salt water pool. Here it is. And then create an instance. It's obj. Let me say S for salt, and then equal new. It's new salt water pool. This one. Then put the bracket. Okay. So again here. Let me put this. Again here sizosebenzisa iphindlela le ama parameterized constructors here. So nakhona sizofaka ama parameters here inside here. Sizofaka lama parameters. So let us check the manje class lama salt water pool ukuthi iwaphi ama parameters is now inside this bracket. Let me check. Ku salt water pool there is only a pop length, nani, no width, nani, no. Okay, so out 3, meaning we can out 3, okay. Okay, so inheritor only let 3 layers. So now I'm going to take this, copy this and paste it here. Sorry guys, it turned over slow my laptop. I don't know what's happening. Check. Alright. Alright, yeah, let me paste this. Here you need to be careful. Don't go back to little class besu uthatha lena kunjani. Don't copy this ungayifaki le, but take ama local variables that represent lama attributes lawa. So now since lama attributes lawa sesiwa represent ngani ngalama local variables esiwa declare la ku local la the time so declare la yes equivalent. Okay, this one, yes. So lawa manje asa represent waphi ama attributes lawa esiwafakile ngale kunjani. So now you need to take lama local variables wona wafaka as ama parameters lapha kuma parameterized constructors. Okay, so now we are done with instantiator. Okay, what else? Now we need to call a method. You have a method out to a method okumele siwabize la. The first method okumele sibize, okay. The first method okumele sibize here is okay, we need to call this method and call this method a salt cost and then a salt water pool cost. Okay, let me check the method here what siwabize kanjani. Okay, so check calc salt cost and then calculate salt water pool cost is the calc basic cost. Okay, let me go back to form 1 and then here we are going to call first calc salt or salt cost. So now we need to store a value here, so we are going to copy this salt cost and put it here and then equal to this object which is objs dot, and then we need to call that method. See this method, it's calc salt cost and then put the bracket and then semicolon. So now here we are trying to tell lelokunjani yethu isystem yethu ukuthi le answer elakule method le ifanele i-storage kuphi here kule local variable. Okay, now what else? The cost, now we need the cost. Now cost equal to, it's obj again, it's objs dot calc basic cost and then semicolon. Okay, now in the setting we are done we are done by calling the methods. We are done with calling methods, and the only thing the setting is to display the results. So now since manje sesinawo ke manje ama methods wethu here kulama local variables, now we can display the results. So display kanjani ama results? When you go back to ilokunjani ila sizo display khona ama results ani ama results a saltwater pool. So uma check color, let's check the name of this text box. Let me check here. Okay, so this is TXT salt coast, and then this one sibize TXT saltwater pool coast. Okay, let me go back to the code. So zoqala ngalena TXT salt coast dot text. Okay, you must be careful when you are displaying the results. Mele uqale ngani nge variable le ozostoresha kuyona ama results. I variable le empty that you need to store ama results onto it. So now we are going to call ke manje lo salt coast. Lo salt coast lona manje contains the result now, and then to string sithi lena imali. We are going to put this capital letter C inside here, and then put semicolon again. We need to display the cost lena le total pool cost, le total salt water pool cost is nayo I variable esistosha kuyona is txt salt pool water cost. Okay, yes, and then dot text equal to, now we need to copy this cost and put it here, and then put dot to string as well since nayo imali, and then put double quote and capital letter C inside, and then semicolon. Okay, now we are done the manje code yet. We are done the code yet. Let me save here. Okay, so now uma kukanjena you must be careful here unga confuse izinto bese uyitshela ukuthi ngoba ufake lo cost ususebenzisile here ku heated pool, and again you used it ngenhla lapha ku basic pool, so ungabe confused ukuthi imbe mhlawumbe izoletha same cost here. No, it will not bring the same cost unless you didn't do your calculations correctly. But here, since we use the instantiation, izokwenzela ama calculations akho correctly. Okay, so now let me run the program and see what is happening. Okunye sizobe sikulungisa. For now, let us check and see what is happening. Okay, you can press start normal, press Control F5. Okay, isiranile ke manje icode yethu. I-problem ekhona la isisivezela onke lama pools O2, the heated and the saltwater pool. So inkinga lela because asazi ukuthi user la izoselecta yiphi type. You see now uma click la ivezela ama options O2, the heated pool and the saltwater pool. So now maybe user will select saltwater pool, so but still heated pool iyavela. So this is not good. It's not the right way to do this code here to omega njena. Okay, so for now let me do the calculations. Let me do the, okay, let me say 4 and 2 and 5. Okay, let me press okay, since we test salt here, okay, let me press process. Okay, you see now yasinikeza ama results for saltwater pool, and then lapha yasinikeza ama answer, and then bese sifakela lo liters lo engiwenzile la basic bakhumbula abaningi. Okay, and again here yasinikeza I basic cost, the basic cost, and then here isisinikeza ini basic cost plus the salt cost. That's why it totally to includes what, the salt cost plus the basic. Okay, but now sifuna ukuthi ke manje isenzele into esimple, isivezele I type of pool only if we select that type of pool last. Sifuna ukuthi uma selector uheated it display uheated, uma select saltwater pool it display saltwater pool here. So for now mele si disable onke lama group box lawa ukuze angaveli uma irun code, avele only if la ku combo box yakho u selected that type of pool. So for now let me cancel this and let's go back to code yethu. La ku code yethu under button ake siya phezulu here. Okay, when you uma usulapha ake siwa disable onke ke manje ama group box wethu. Ama group box wethu siwaneme as grp Okay, grp heated pool dot visible equal false semicolon. Again another grp echo box here to yes, this one dot visible equal false as well. Okay, so lo false lo luzosiza ukuthi uma sirana icode yethu lama group box ngekavela. Okay, let me run the code again. Let me press Ctrl F5. Ngesibona ukuthi lama group box ama pool azovela. Alright, now sekuright ke manje awaveli ke manje lama group box here. So until i-user is select la. Okay, but for now noma ungaselect la akuveli lutho la. Noma ungaselect futhi again there's nothing evelayo la. So kumele phinde futhi soshintsha ke manje check ukuthi if you use the selector la ikwazi ukuthi kuvele that type of the pool. Okay, let me go back to the code. Cancel this. Right, so zokwenza kanjani ke lo, let's go back to the design which you are yethu, and then double click le combo box, double click combo box. Okay, once you double click the combo box ikuveza this. Masu double click ile i-combo box bese ikulethela this thing from here to here, ivezela this thing ethi private void cmb pool type. This is the name of the combo box, and then this is selected index changed. Okay, so here what do we do here now? We need to call the name of the combo box that we need to disable. Okay, let's check the name of this. Okay, click this combo box and check here. Okay, Kamale heated pool, this one is grp heated pool, and then what about this? This one is grp saltwater pool. Okay, so now sifuna ukuthi when okay, sifuna ukuthi uma uklika ilokho njani, sifuna ukuthi uma uselect la, maybe if you selected heated pool here the combo box, if you selected heated pool and then when it display only this group box, but if here you selected saltwater pool, this pool, then when it display only this group box. Okay, so now let's go back to the code. Okay, so here we are going to say if we need to check ukuthi iyiphi type of pool I selected, and then we're going to say if cmb, the name of the pool, the name of the combo box, if cmb pool type dot selected index, it should be selected index equal 0, and then okay, so here njengoba besishilo ukuthi lo 0 lo urepresenta the first option le also the option le we heated pool. So now heated pool will represent a EP group box, which is grp heated pool. Okay, so let me copy lawa. Let me copy this. I will explain what is happening, and then let me put it here. Okay, so here we are checking if the user selected heated pool here, and then this group box must be true here. Mele ivele, the visibility of this group box must be true, meaning mele ibe displayed, and then lela ibe off. This one must be false, ingaveli. Uma i-user la izo selector or heated pool, if the user here select heated pool, and then this one will be visible, but this one invisible. Alright. Okay, so now if you look check the foot again, if the user selects now let's saltwater pool, and then let me copy this and paste it here, and then here I'm going to change this 0 bese ngifaka 1 lo 1 lo representa ini lo salt water pool. Why sithi representa salt water pool no 1 is because index iqala ku 1 my counter izoqala from 0, so heated pool represent 0 and then salt water pool represent 1. Okay, so now if the user now select what the salt water pool, what will happen now? Let me start with this now. Again, we cut and then we paste the lapha ngenhla. Let me paste it here. So now sizoqala ngubani ngothi rp salt water pool dot visible. This must be true. We're going to change that false to true. So this will be visible. This will be visible, and this one invisible. Okay, so let me remove this. Okay, so lento le izosiza ukuthi uma sirana icode yethu okay, firstly lokhu kuzosiza ukuthi uma sirana icode yethu onke lama group box lawa O2 lawa ngeke avele uma sirana code. Izinto ezovela it's only 1 2 3 and 4 until you select here a type of pool. If you select manje heated pool mele ngenxa yale code le, let me show the code. Ngenxa yale code lena mele ikuvezele only the heated pool, but if you selected what the salt water pool mele ikuvezele only lelo kunjani, only ikuvezele only le group box ka salt water pool, but le izoba off. What happened? Oh, this must be off, this must be false. Yes, yeah, signal wins abe true onke. Yes, alright. So now it's good. Now siqedile ngale code le. Let me save all. Ake sirane futhi ke sibone ukuthi kuzokwenzakalani. I'll press Ctrl F5. Alright, isiranile. So now you can see ukuthi lama lokunjani awaveli here, lama group box awaveli, but uma uchecka la ku design ayavela onke, and then uma uchecka la isirana khona awaveli. So now let us check the manje code yethu ukuthi isebenza kanjani. Okay, let me put 6 here and put 5 and put 4, or let me put 3. Okay, put 8. Okay, let me select a heated pool. Okay, you see now when select heated pool, here display again this pool. Okay, let me change here and select this one. You see, here keep lena besifaka ini lelo kunjani. Yini esizile ukuthi kwenzeke lento lena? Ile code le esiyenzile here. Ile code le esiyenzela. Uma uklika lo heated pool group box, lena iba false, ayiveli iyaphuma. And then again uma usuzoklika futhi salt water pool ilena iyavela lena, and then this one will be false, will not appear. Okay, ibe siyenze kanjani ke lento lena? Ufuna uzo double clicka i-combo box yakho, and then bese izokuvezela this thing, bese iveza lo private void something, and then bese yaclose la code lena bese uyazibhalela wena ukuze ukwazi ukuthi iwa remove amalokunjani iwenze abe visible and invisible ama group box wakho. Okay, so now let me select this one, let me select this and process. You see, now yasinikeza ama number of liters and then the basic cost and then the total one. Okay, let's see ke manje ukuthi okay i-basic cost yethu 15. Let's check i-cost ye-heat pump. Let's go back to heat pump. Okay, this is the heated. Let's go to heated and check the cost for heat pump. Heated and check the cost for heat pump. It will be in here, only here we look at the button. the cost for heat pump, or the cost for heat pump is 45,000, and okay, the cost for this is 45,000, then 45 plus 15,000, it makes 60,000. So it makes sense. Let's see. And then yashintsha total amount. Then I do 10,000, then 10,000 plus 15, it makes 25. And then again, let's check the manje cost for pizza. Cost for pizza is 15,000. So it's correct. We add there of 15 plus 15, then it gives us this one. Let's check the manje we solve total cost. Okay, let's check. Okay, yeah. Let me change this one and put maybe 2, and then press this one, and then again yashintsha cost here. The cost here is simple. We just added the basic with the salt cost. That's why it was negative this cost. Thank you guys. According to the statement, iyona ndlela engi-answerishe ngayo ama-questions. If you've got a question, please ask. I will try to help. And futhi enye into here, okay, ilena question ebesi solver starting from here. Ile question ebesi zamu solver. Okay, enye into futhi here ziningi indlela ongayisebenzisa to answer this. So here, since mina lapha ngisebenzise ama-parameterized constructor lapha kuma instantiation, sometimes omunye or wena you can choose to use default constructors instead of parameterized. So again, futhi icode yakho izorana smoothly as long as you follow the rules for using default constructors. Okay, for now, thank you guys. Icode yamphelelala. Thank you very much. Bye.